You know, school taught us how to solve algebra, but never how to solve money problems. Most of us graduate from school with honors, but we end up living paycheck to paycheck, wondering where all our money goes. That's why today I'm sharing 5 money rules schools never taught you. And if you start applying them now, they could change your life forever. Before we dive in, though, remember to hit subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get straight into it. No, 1, don't just save, invest. I remember sitting in my old man's office when I was in college. Back then, I was trying to figure out what career path I wanted to pursue. And he had this old leather wallet that was filled with nothing but cash. He was retired by then, so his paycheck wasn't coming in anymore, but he was still wealthy. I asked him, "How are you still spending money if you aren't working?" He replied, "I always invested my money." His simple answer blew my mind. It made me think about my own finances and how I was planning for the future. See, my dad had been saving money in a bank account all his life, thinking that was the best way to ensure his financial security, but his plan was failing. After years of hard work, he saved $100,000. No, 2. Avoid bad debt. Use good debt. For most people, the word debt conjures images of late-night infomercials, payday loans, and massive credit card bills. The reality is debt can be a powerful tool when used strategically. It can also ruin lives when abused. Here's the thing, there are 2 types of debt. Bad debt keeps you poor. Good debt makes you rich. Let's start with bad debt. When you buy a new car, you're usually borrowing money from the dealership or bank to cover the cost. Now, if you have a solid income and a great credit score, you might manage to pay off this loan. But in many cases, that new car will end up costing you thousands of dollars in interest payments by the time you pay off the loan. And what happens when you decide to buy another car or go on vacation? You rack up more debt, and that's the problem. Bad debt prevents you from becoming wealthy because it doesn't appreciate in value. If you borrow $30,000 to buy a car and pay $35,000 back, you've lost $5,000 in the process. That's terrible. The worst part is that most people carry bad debt around like a badge of honor. They show off their latest purchases and brag about their fancy vacations. But this behavior is holding them back. If you want to become wealthy, avoid bad debt at all costs. Now, good debt is different. It involves borrowing money to buy assets. Assets put money in your pocket. If you borrow $100,000 to buy a rental property that earns $1,000 per month, you've got a good deal. That property is appreciating, meaning it's increasing in value. And it's also putting money in your pocket each month. The key is to use debt as a tool to buy assets, not to fund your lifestyle. Some people do this by borrowing money to buy real estate. Others invest in businesses or stocks. But no matter what you do, make sure you're buying assets, not liabilities. Using debt to buy liabilities is a fast track to bankruptcy. So, to recap, avoid bad debt at all costs and use good debt to buy assets. No, 3, build multiple streams of income. Do you remember your parents telling you to study hard, get good grades, and get a good job? It seems like everyone tells you to find a good job, but no one shows you how. They tell you to aim for one perfect job, but life doesn't always go according to plan. Unexpected events can happen anytime, like losing a job due to downsizing or getting injured and unable to work. And sometimes these unexpected situations last for months or even years. Having one stream of income is risky. It's like standing on a tightrope without a safety net. You could lose everything in an instant. On the other hand, having multiple streams of income is like having multiple safety nets. Even if one fails, you've got backups to fall back on. So let's look at some examples. You might have heard of the term passive income, which means earning money without actively working. I have several streams of passive income. One is affiliate marketing, where I earn commissions by promoting products. Another is YouTube ads, where I earn money based on the number of views my videos get. Plus, I've got rental properties that bring in a steady stream of cash flow. These income streams allow me to maintain my lifestyle even if my main business income drops unexpectedly. The point is, don't rely on just one paycheck. Start building your second income stream today. It's never too early or too late. I've seen retirees in their 70s creating online courses and earning decent money. It's all about finding something you enjoy doing and turning it into a profitable venture. No, 4. Pay yourself first. When most people get paid, they immediately start spending money on bills, rent, subscriptions, phone plans, electricity, clothing, food, entertainment. They do anything but pay themselves first. In fact, surveys show that 64% of Americans spend their paychecks before the month even ends. If you're in this group, it's time to make a change. Think of it this way. If you owe someone money, you pay them back right away, right? Why not pay yourself back first? By paying yourself first, I mean setting aside a portion of your paycheck before paying anyone else. I suggest automating this process. As soon as you get paid, move a percentage of your paycheck into a separate account that you don't touch until payday. This is your savings. It's like paying yourself a salary before paying anyone else. But you might be thinking, how much should I be saving? As a general rule, aim to save 10 to 20% of your pre-tax income. Now, if you're just starting out and can only afford 2 or 3%, that's better than nothing. It all adds up over time. Number 5, learn skills that make money. Did you know that the majority of jobs today didn't exist 20 years ago? These include social media managers, app developers, content creators, and virtual assistants. The reason is simple. Technology and automation are changing the job market. Traditional jobs are disappearing while new ones are emerging. But here's the catch. School tends to focus on teaching you what you should know, not what you need to know. When I was in college studying economics, my professors talked about theories and models from decades ago. They didn't teach me skills relevant to the job market at the time. For example, no one taught me how to use Google Ads or Facebook Ads Manager. But I learned those skills on my own and they made me millions. So here's the deal. While traditional education is important, it's not enough. You need to learn skills that will help you make money. How do you decide which skills to learn? Simple. Look for the intersection of 3 things. 1. Find something you're interested in. If you hate programming, don't force yourself to become a software engineer. Instead, pick a skill related to your interests. 2. Identify skills that are in demand. Research the job market to see what skills are currently in high demand. 3. Choose a skill that can be learned quickly. Not all skills require years of training. You can learn some of them in a few weeks. Once you identify these skills, go all in and become really good at them. And here's the secret: skills compound. For example, once you learn how to code, you can build apps, design websites, and automate tasks. All these activities can make you money, or if you master sales, you can sell products, services, and even real estate. Your skills will help you make money in various ways. The key is to continually improve your skills and stay relevant in the job market. Now, here's the bottom line. Schools were designed to produce employees, not wealthy individuals. But you don't have to accept that fate. Apply these 5 rules. Invest, use debt wisely, build multiple income streams, pay yourself first, and keep learning money-making skills, and your lines be way ahead of 99% of people. So there you have it. 5 money rules schools never taught you. If you're ready to unlearn the school lies and finally take control of your money, hit subscribe right now and join the Smart Wealth Academy. Because the financial revolution has already started and you don't want to be left behind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.